Good morning, Vineland. This is Mr. Mandrich here with another Mustang Huddle. It's Wednesday. It's Mustang Huddle. We got to start off with some donuts. So I'll just grab me one here. Oh, just kidding. It's a Fruit Loop. It's still pretty good though. So I hope this video finds everybody healthy and well in quarantine land. Today, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about something called metamorphosis. So say that with me. Metamorphosis. Metamorphosis. It's kind of fun word to say. Um, what does that mean? What in the world does that mean? Is it something new on the lunch menu coming up? Maybe a new breakfast item? Maybe I'm talking in parcel tongue for all you Harry Potter fans. Um, Metamorphosis is actually a biological process that transforms an insect or an animal's body. Like a caterpillar into a butterfly. And it's actually a wonderful and amazing thing that just shows how wonderfully that God has made the world. And it's just such a cool process. And I wanted to bring this into Mustang Huddle because my kids were kind of doing some of this at home. And you're going to ask yourself, like, what the heck does this have to do with Mustang Huddle, Mr. Manners? So, well, I thought it would be fitting to use this example to kind of give you guys an example for hope during this whole quarantine stay-at-home thing that we're all going through. So, and I'll change my screen here, but take the caterpillar. Okay, it's this worm-like thing, and it over time it'll eat and grow, and it builds this cocoon, and it wraps itself off. It closes itself off from the outside world. It's quarantined, you could say, for a long time. And the cocoon itself isn't attractive. It's very confining. It's camouflage. It's brown. It's boring. It closes itself off. It's kind of like what we're going through, with this whole quarantine thing. We're stuck inside our houses and we're trapped. We can't really go anywhere. But something amazing is going on inside this cocoon. Basically, the caterpillar itself is being transformed. Does anybody know what it's transformed into? That's right, it's becoming a butterfly. In a few days, the butterfly emerges from the cocoon. It kind of claws its way out of there, and then it's just free. It soars, it flies off, and it does butterfly things. So the message today is that even though right now, we're kind of confined and things are a little bit different, a little difficult, you got to try to make the most of every situation. You might feel trapped, having to stay home, like the cocoon, like you're in a cocoon, but God can still do good things through you and in you during this time. Maybe this is a time where you will grow closer to your family, or you learn something new. You grow spiritually. You gain a little perspective on just how nice things used to be before all this happened. Maybe you're using this time to be helpful to those in need and reaching out to other people, our older generation, putting your talents to good use. So, the whole moral of the story is to be transformed, become transformed while we're going through this time. And you're going to emerge better than you were before. Use this time to let God work in you and through you to be better, coming out than you were going in. And there's a couple of Bible verses that I'd like to leave you with. The first is Romans 12:2, and it's, do not be adjusted to how the world thinks, but become transformed by the renewal of your mind, and you will then know God's will and what is good and perfect. So basically, don't get too involved and adjusted to what's going on in our world, whether that's our customs or what's going on in our world right now. But be transformed, just like the caterpillar into the butterfly. Renew your mind, and then you'll be able to decide what's God's will for you and what's good. And the second verse I have is John 16:33, and it is, in this world you will have troubles, but I have overcome the world. And that's Jesus, that's God talking. He's saying that in this world you're going to have a lot of trouble, but he's bigger than those troubles. Um, there's a movie out on Netflix now. I recommend you guys watch. It's called Greater. If you guys have Netflix, it's a true story about this football player. But in the end, there, his quote that he liked was, "Our troubles are great, but God is greater." And I just love that. We're always going to have troubles, but God overcomes all that. And during this time, you're going to have troubles, and it's going to be hard, but just trust in God because He's bigger than all those troubles. So just remember, use this time to be transformed. Spend time with your family. Maybe do a little remote learning as well. Even though these troubles that we're going through seem great, God is bigger than any of them. So that's my message for today. Miss you guys. I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you guys have a good weekend. So see you later. Thanks. Bye.